Well, welcome to another week of Man with the Show. Just a programming note, we are going to be light this week. We're going to be very light. Actually, we're going to be light for the next couple of weeks. We're a week away from Christmas. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to all out there that are watching me throughout the world. No matter what you celebrate, as long as you celebrate, you celebrate happiness, the family, and all that. But it's important that you be around people, be around family, because it's great for your mental health. It's very good for your mental health. But like I said, we're going to be a little light for the next couple of weeks. We'll have programming in there, and we'll be fully back on January 8th. Also, Happy New Year to you. But we're going to go into this particular one. This is coming out from Japan itself, and we've covered this a little bit. And I think we're coming to an end to this story sometime about the 25th of January. If you're familiar with the Kyoto Animation arson fire, the trial is right now going on as we speak. But right now, the prosecutors look like they're going to be asking for the death penalty on this. Now, if you're not familiar with that, more than 30 workers were killed when one particular man set the animation house on fire, and many others were injured onto there. It was a very large tragedy that happened in Japan, and it's still to this day, people are still putting flowers and gifts in front of the remains of this site. We're going to read into this. This is from Otako News Magazine. Prosecutors in the Kyoto Animation arson's case ask for the death penalty. The trial of Shinji Abo, who has confessed to being behind the deadly Kyoto Animation arson that killed more than 30 workers, has reached a new point after family members gave their opinion on what kind of sentence they want. With many but not all pointing to the death penalty, the prosecution has officially asked that Abo be put to death. This came one day after Abo said, "I'm sorry" in the court, the first time he has apologized. At the end of his closing statement, he concluded, "I have answered questions to the best of my ability. There is nothing more to add at this moment. That's all." The victims bore no fault, and horror and despair of being exposed to this hellish situation is indescribable. A member of the prosecution commented, "The degree of disregard for life is profound." The prosecution describes Abo's reason for the attack is because he believed Kyoto Animation had plagiarized from him as utterly selfish and completely irrational. Likewise, Abo's behavior was described as premeditated, extremely dangerous, and truly cruel, having a significant impact on society. The defense, meanwhile, is trying for a lesser sentence or an outright acquittal. The acquittal would mean that Abo didn't do the deed, but he is mentally incompetent and therefore shouldn't be punished in the same way as a person who fully understands what's going on. Abo's mental competency has been part of the trial, with the prosecution and defense arguing over his mental illness. The death penalty should not be chosen for Mr. Abo, remarked the defense. In regards to his mental capacity argument, the prosecution admitted that Abo does harbor delusions. They insist that the delusions had a little impact on his behavior and were not enough of an excuse to prevent the death penalty. Right now, the ruling is set to occur on January 25th, 2024. Well, as you can see, there are different laws around the world. You've seen it in the Ron Jeremy trial, which basically he was found mental incompetent to stand because of the dementia. And right now, I believe that, what they're saying, I think he's on his deathbed at the moment, because the courts have released him to private residence. He's unable to leave the bed. He needs constant care. on there. In Japan, I'm not familiar with the law because I'm not a lawyer. I'm not familiar with the laws in Japan when it comes to mental incompetence, as far as the capacity for a court. Looks like they have to fight it during the case, whereas here there could be a hearing to the matter, to the situation on there. And you may ask yourself what my beliefs are as far as that. Well, these days, my jury is still out. And there was a time when I was pro, and there was a time when I was against. But, you see these horrors that happen around the world, including the United States. And you say to yourself, why are these people alive? Why did we allow as a society for this to happen? But that's the question you have to ask yourself. Why did this happen? Period. Why did this person decide to do what they did? Now, in this particular case, he believed that the company cheated him out of something. In this country, and you see it constantly in this country, you hear people suing record companies and music groups, Hollywood studios, for basically they said, "Oh, you stole my property. I originally was the one who wrote this up." Da, da, da. You hear these stories all the time. Some of them are true, some of them are false. Because, like, for example, in music, you have those situations where in music, certain chords, certain beats, Pachelbel, the old joke with Pachelbel. Pachelbel sounds like everything. If you ever heard that comedian talk about that, that he does it in song, that most songs sound the same out of Pachelbel. But the thing about it is that, sometimes certain notes might cross each other and they may sound similar to one song to the next. But, on occasion you might have someone who actually wrote the song completely and someone changed the words and meanings of that song originally on there. And then, of course, obviously, they have to go to court and prove that to a court of law. But in this case, this Shinjo Abe, he didn't go to a court or anything of that nature. He just wanted revenge. And maybe there is something of mental capacity. It's a possibility. Or just pure anger. I mean, do you call pure anger mental capacity? It's hard to say these days. It's very hard to say these days because basically, people have their opinion on everything, and they change the definition of everything. It used to be, racism used to be this, and it used to be that. Now it's this. The things that people put in their mind is that we have to have a one-track record for everything, and stop this whole situation where you have a small group of people saying, "Well, we can't have it this way." No, this is the way the law is. If you don't like the law, change the law. But don't change the dictionary terms to adjust to what your beliefs are in. We're in a country where basically we're able to debate things. But lately, we haven't been able to. But we'll see what comes of this January 25th. What are your thoughts about this? Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share. Hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. Don't forget to check out the other Madman with the shows this week. We did have this past week the last Fast Five for the year. Do catch that. We do, toward the end of the year, have some special episodes coming in, so do check those out as well. So until next time, have yourself a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, whatever holiday you want to spend in this time period. Until next time, thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching. Before you go, please comment, like, and share this video. Also, if you haven't yet, please subscribe as this helps the reach of our channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have that ability to help support this and many other channels. Especially now more than ever since the passing of a new law in the United Kingdom that will diminish the reach of many channels and affect our advertisers. If you wish to help grow this channel by financial support, you have two ways. There are two links in the description below. The first will send you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will send you to our gear store where you can purchase t-shirt, mugs, and other specialty items. Any additional discounts will be listed on the main page. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.